Good morning from Nevada City, California. I am here at the Buddha Gallery. I am Jan Jorgensen, and I welcome the listeners on this call. There are no accidents in the universe. There is a natural timing and flow for all particles to move, touch, and grow and expand beyond where we were even a moment ago. And today's topic is about timing. So again, thank you for coming today. It must be up for your timing, and that this creation that we make today by your presence here and your listening and your participation creates something that has never been created before and will never be created again. When I was a little girl, I watched a clown on TV, and he opened up a little peanut and he said, "This nut has never been seen before." And then he chewed it up and said, "It'll never be seen again." And that just made such a huge impression on me that in this moment, it is very, very, very precious how all these particles of probability move and flow together to recreate and change the previous reality. So I was mentioning to the people that came a little early on the call, is that this power of decision, being decisive, having gone through the downtime, the relaxing time, and finally making a decision pulls together and condenses your will forces so that something you never imagined can happen because it couldn't happen before, because the particles were not there resonating in an alignment that send out streamers of electromagnetic consciousness and intention. And I'm not talking new age mumbo jumbo. We actually can measure this, that if somebody is watching an experiment on some inanimate object, that the electrons start to move if a person is sending their attention and focused consciousness over to it. So I think it was Goethe said that all sorts of genius can happen the minute you are committed, the minute you decide. I think it's so cute that this is very true with men or partnership or people who aren't so apt to commit for different reasons. The minute they say, "Okay, I'm sticking with this person," then they do all these wonderful things to make it nicer. And they let their heart open and all that magic happens. So there really is something about commitment. You don't have to be committed all the time. You can be in a job or relationship for a while, and then maybe that container starts going like this, and you start feeling bad and you can't breathe. And what is that telling you? That is your compass system saying, the way things are aligned and holding right now don't match your truth in this moment, or where your higher energy etheric field is at and where it wants to go. So that inner pressure of discomfort, pressure means that a new choice, a new direction needs to be made. And sometimes we're so quick to go to a counselor or ask somebody else or ask our partner, but guess what? They don't know your bigger picture. They don't hold your etheric particles in a coherent way. In fact, they usually have an agenda for you, some way that you can enhance their profile, their life, their picture of you, so it is skewed. So everything leads back to one thing: knowing ourselves and becoming and allowing this light and this truth that we are to begin to vibrate and move us into decisive action that is positive and moving for us, but might take a little bit of what I call earthquakes in your life to get there. Some people might suddenly feel, I'm not happy at this job. Where you're living even. And it takes a great amount of energy to overcome any resistance or any inertia to change. But the problem is if we resist change, all that energy just building up and vacillating starts becoming high blood pressure, anxiety, depression, overeating to cover up what isn't living in your present milieu and environment that is pushing through saying this is the real you. So how do we know the timing? Again, I already gave you a hint. Your emotional system is your guidance. And the more that you can understand and define your feelings is a big difference between sadness and disappointment, between shame and guilt. Sometimes we use labels and we have a diffuse, funny feeling about it, but it is very important to know why we feel that way that we do, and then use discernment and quiet and kind of let yourself feel the situation for a while. Say, this is the feeling I've had before. Is this an old ancient block and resistance avoidance pattern from my childhood? Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's just you're bored. There's something bigger. That exciting script is dropping in and you're still living the boring script. It's like going from a scripted TV show to a reality show where you are in the present moment. You're listening, you're aware, and you're responding. And it's important because you're on camera. Your life may not be on camera, but it is important. Everything that you are doing, because as I just said, you're sending out unseen streamers of invitations to the world for other people to play with you, co-create with you, make love to you, dance with you. And so if you are in a muddied, non-decisive state, you're pretty much in a little cocoon, and you can choose that. Just be aware of what you're experiencing, what you want to experience, and all the elements, because again, every moment, the universe is desiring to line up things to meet your little tentacles of particles of desire and intention. So if you tend to take a break and just flow for a while and go inward, make that choice and stay with it. So this trusting of the timing is part of the bigger picture of letting go of our own will and our own attachment. This is the Buddha, or the Christian way is my will be thy will. Thy will be my will. This is very difficult for humans at this point in our incarnation to do this. So let's go into a meditation where we can look at our own timing and our own acceptance of divine timing, our ability to not feel pressured, disappointed, and stressed because things are not on society's picture or even our own picture. If we are the change agents and we're bringing something new, it's not just about us. It's about what is coming through us and all the other team members. And there is a big synchronized movement of specific nodal excitements and touchings, electromagnetic through us that we can't even imagine. In fact, it's mathematical and it's geometric and it's harmonic. And so sometimes if you're down and out for a while and you're feeling really good about it, it's because your team isn't up and running to send their little stretchers, feelers out to meet you where you're at. So we don't need to beat ourselves up. Again, it is awareness and listening in to the truth and trusting that. This is a pretty tall order, isn't it, for us to keep? all of this balanced and seeing other people be in their bliss and their perfect projects and make money and be excited. Other people have perfect love relationships. It's so easy to be, knocking ourselves. What am I doing wrong? All right. So into the meditation. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We place a hold on a balance over our entire body. Only energies of the highest light may be in our space now. Imagine that you have a beautiful geometric structure around your body. And just rest for a moment in this peaceful place where no one else's energy resides. It is just you. We ask and intend to remove everyone else's energy from this space now. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And can you feel how the blood is less restricted? You can feel your heart beating and the pulse of your blood in your fingers, your toes. In fact, as you relax into this sacred, safe space, let the grip of your thoughts and judgment and monitoring give way to a sense of physicality, of safety and spaciousness now. Just take your attention, for instance, to your knees. Totally focus on your knees. When's the last time you thought about your knees? Take your attention to your shoulders. Are your shoulders tight? All clenched up, carrying too much? Take a deep breath and notice that you have been on a treadmill of time and pressure. You've been creating your own little river flowing at its speed that perhaps has kept you separate from the bigger flow of that which is perfectly aligned with your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So just by putting ourselves in this beautiful hold on of balance, it's a chance to go back into your own boat, in your own flow, in your own timing. And notice how good that feels. How centered and grounded you can feel in your physical body now. Let's go ahead and release even more physical stress. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And now imagine that your guides and the loving beings who take care of you, even when you don't see them or acknowledge or remember they're there. And imagine that they are putting their hand on your body, on your energy field, wherever there is tightness, density, or pain, or something that is not feeling quite aligned. Let their higher vibration and love saturate this part of yourself and bring it back into balance. Just give it a moment. And even if you don't know who these beings are, it's a very, very powerful energy that they are exuding from their hands and their eyes. And just you knowing they're present is now raising your vibration and allowing your body to clear out some of the tension, the heaviness. In fact, imagine that time is now a vertical line as part of a cross. That vertical line is going through your crown chakra and all the way down through your body. We are going to align our bodies appropriately and clearly with the time-space continuum, rather than using our own will to push the river, to push time, push people, push progress. That this beautiful vertical line, which represents your own caring for yourself in a masculine way. Now imagine the other part of the cross, the vertical cross, goes through your heart. And if you are extending your arms, your whole body is now a cross. So as you are stabilizing this cross, where these two elements intersect, right in the middle of your chest, notice how hard it is to balance and come to a still point. This is your nervous system out of whack, in chaos, with the human timetable. We ask and intend that we stabilize our time and space axiotonal systems within our etheric energy field now. Now that is very easy to accomplish because the particles move much faster than the physical realm. So we ask and intend now to bring this balance of time and space with the still point right in the center of our chest into our physical body. We ask that our nervous system release all the extra static. Slowly, 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 calming and letting go and coming to a place of peace now. Notice there is no place for the human mind or thought in this process, but it is all easily accomplished simply by your consciousness. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth, and feel how your heart is pulsing. This delicious, wonderful balance that is now present in the center of your chest. Imagine that this beautiful balanced cross is now glowing a golden color. And that everything is moving out of your body that is not aligned. Any disharmony of your physical self, your organs, your blood systems, your endocrine systems, everything is now choosing to be aligned, healing, and healthy and restored now. This new pulse of complete balance is rejuvenating your nervous system, and your heart is now directing your brain to let go, to desist from the constant chatter, from that overpressurized thinking. We're pulling the plug out of the brain mechanism so that it stops, so that your head is empty. But notice you're still more present than ever before. You are calm and you are open and you are balanced. And now you can hear the voice of your own truth. Only in this space of balance and openness and nothingness Take a deep breath. And imagine that your entire chest is opening to your truth, your timing, your best choices. Take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And now we ask the Creator to send us some beautiful messaging through vibration. Perhaps it is words, perhaps it is pictures. We are simply opening our heart and we are allowing the Creator to pour a beautiful, beautiful essence of light through our crown chakra and through our heart. And it is coming and it is filling this beautiful open spaciousness in our heart. And actually, this is the Holy Grail. This open cup in your heart to receive your own divine essence is the Holy Grail. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And notice how you are filling with this fluid. Notice how nothing else matters but the feeling that you are full, you're aligned, you're open to all that is. And you're whole. And this, in this moment, this wholeness, this holy moment, if you were to make a wish, and the wish were not from your mind, it is unplugged, but it is from your holy heart with the Creator. Your wish is now purified and possible with the breath of the Creator and with your physical body, living it out and speaking it on earth. This is you, your mission, your service. Free from contamination and interference. Take a deep breath, and as this fluid of love and remembrance flows into your heart, we're going to take a moment of silence as you listen in to the vibrational messages from the Creator, messages from you to the Creator. You are one, you are connected. What is living? And now we listen in for a moment. Take a deep breath and receive this messaging into your physical body. Let this vibration be one of hope, sustenance, and choice and decision and commitment. This you can safely commit yourself to. Let it be the dominant frequency in the center of your body and now radiate out into all of your cells so everything is on board. Take a nice deep breath and begin to just move your body a little bit in celebration that you've gone home. And this home resides in you, in your heart. So you can begin to move your fingers and your toes. Take a nice deep breath. Send a beautiful little message down to the earth. I'm here. This is my new dominant vibration. This is who I am. Then that nice connection with source, but bring your consciousness back down here to this environment, this body here now, and put a beautiful golden resilient egg around your physical body. And check your back. Make sure that your back got all this energy too, not just the front. But sometimes we let our backs be kind of sleepy. Feel your back all regenerated and pulsing with all this wonderful, deep, new energy. Woo. Okay, so we are going to finish this vibration now. I thank everybody for joining us here today. Be sure to put the golden resilient egg and it be grounded before you go back out into the world. You went very deep. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So now I will turn off the recording and we can do personal questions for. Thank you.